welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to make a graduation card using all Lawn Fawn products. I'm using the Congrats word dime, the pop-up platform, the Oliver stitched 1-2-3s, the Smart Cookie, the Hats Off for You, the Owl from S'more the Merrier, an array of animals from Wild for You, this fun little bear from Snow Much Fun, the stepping stool from Perfectly Wicked, and balloons and confetti from Really High Five. So let's get started. What I did was, on a simple piece of paper, I stamped all of my images, and I'm doing this really quickly. I wish this was kind of a real life thing where I can stamp really fast so I can get to the fun part. But I'm learning to enjoy every part of the card making process. So this is for my nephew. He is my favorite nephew, but don't tell anybody. He is nephew to my husband's side, and he is the first kid that I witnessed being born in the family. My husband and I were dating when he was born, so I was there for basically all of his life. Off camera, I colored them, and it wasn't intentional. I set up my camera and everything, and I forgot to press play while I was coloring. But here I'm already die cut them, all the elements, and I am simply putting all the graduation hats on my animals. And I feel like while I was doing this, the graduation song was going on in my head. Applying all the balloons and in clusters, and just kind of basically gluing everything that I knew was going to be together. In my head, up to this point, I really did not know how I wanted this card to be. So while gluing, it gives me time to kind of go ahead and think of how I'm going to lay this out. And the little hat on the mouse, I did that on my own. I drew that kind of following the same hat as the stamp, but that one was hand drawn because it was too big. Now I'm going to put this pop-up platform together, and here are all my elements in this little dish. This was I also did die cut the bow. I didn't end up using it. Like I said, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with that bow. I'm still processing. I just cut everything in the colors of his school. And here I'm putting the platform together. And I did it really quickly because I know there's several other videos out there. I know that Lawn Fawn has it for sure on how to create this. And I've seen a couple videos where people actually put this together according to how comfortable they are with it. I mean, they don't go step by step like the Lawn Fawn video, and I think that's really cool because it's unique to how their mind and their brain processes to create and build this platform together. So that's pretty fun. And I have a piece of acetate there that later on I'm kind of starting already to think how I'm going to do this. I kind of want it to be a graduation, like when they're up there on the stage. So that's kind of what my head is kind of building it. The acetate, I cut the bottom piece so I could put it in the back, and that's what I'm going to hold up the balloons on. Clearly I need a nap. So I cut out all my animals, and I'm adjusting them so bigger at the top and then they go smaller towards the front. I know that I want my lion in the front to symbolize my nephew. The reason I picked the lion for my nephew is because he plays baseball and he has these flowing light brown hair that it's so funny because when he takes off his hat and he shakes his head, like his hair kind of goes everywhere, and he reminded me of the lion. So there I'm simply adjusting all the animals, and of course the wise owl is the teacher handing the diploma. And in the back I'm putting my circle acetate, and I'm going to add in all of the balloons on the side and the congrats on the front. I wasn't sure if I was going to use that on the acetate, that's why I didn't glue that beforehand. but I ended up putting it right in the front. And I did want more, another kind of band right there in the back to hold the acetate, because I did think it was going to be a lot of weight. So I added that little piece, adding some white detail onto the balloons, and that's going to be on the side of the acetate. And then the year of his graduation is going to be on top of the acetate. So basically the acetate is just there to hold these items. And I think it was a really really good way of doing this. Then later on, you'll notice that I added some confetti pieces to that acetate in the back, like if it was being thrown around. Also, I added the congrats to the very front, and some more acetate pieces some balloons here. And I did add behind the mouse and the alligator some acetate pieces popping out with more confetti right there. And sometimes I just make things harder for myself because I like it that way, I guess. I didn't think of this beforehand, and then finally when I saw the pop-up, I was like, it needs something else. It needs something popping up. So I did add that. And then later on, you will see that I add more confetti towards the back on top of the acetate in the back. Ooh, some kids are outside playing. And then there it is. Oh, and I added some confetti on the floor where the owl and the lion are. Look at this. Isn't it cute? Man, I really wish I could craft this fast. That would be so amazing. I could pop out all these different cards. But that is the card that I'm creating for my nephew. Isn't it cute? Look at that confetti in the back. Oh, I am so excited. I hope he really likes this. He knows I'm the aunt that makes stuff like this. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this card. I like everyone who's been using Lawn Fawn stuff. I'm obsessed. There's a little note in the back. I'm obsessed with this platform. I think it's the best interactive die yet. And then I created a background with the diploma and the graduation hat and his name. And just putting in this card into this, and I'm going to mail it out. It'll be fun. Look at that, and it has a lot of space. So I have to add in a couple of more things in there. But thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed and create something fun for yourself or someone else today.